I am Batman. I mean, average sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here. How hyped are you guys for Battlefield 1 beta? I played that shit literally about 14 hours yesterday, I think, and 7 of those were live streams. So if you want to see the live stream, check out my channel. And the video before this one will be the 7-hour live stream. So real quick, I want to tell you guys that this video, the first few minutes are just is going to be me in the tank, and then the rest is going to be all sniping, so don't worry. I wanted to talk about some of the differences between previous battlefields and this battlefield. Mainly I'll be using Battlefield 4 to compare this to. So you remember, if you guys have been subscribed to me, a lot of people were asking me, why are you playing so much Battlefield 4 instead of Battlefield Hardline? Well, I predicted that this game would be more similar to Battlefield 4 than it would be to Hardline. And after playing it, I think I was right on. Not to like pat myself on the back or anything like that, it's just my prediction turned out to be right. This game feels like a mix of Battlefield 4 and Star Wars Battlefront 3. And DICE developed both of those games, so it doesn't surprise me at all. Boom, look at that. Hit the guy on the horse. Yo, this was so awesome. It just feels like a mix between the two games, and that's a good thing. One of the main things I noticed about this game is, at least from the beta, is it's more focused on infantry than it is on vehicles. The tanks are slower, harder to use, and you don't have overpowered things like thermal optics, where you can see enemies much easier using that. These tanks are based on the passengers, and I don't know if that will change later or if it can even be changed now by customizing it, because I didn't do too much tanking, but every time I got into a tank, I noticed that the driver didn't have as much power as he used to in Battlefield 4. The passengers had the big guns, the driver had a machine gun. I like that, and you can still do really good in a tank, but it just seems to require more teamwork now. I doubt you'll have a lot of instances where one guy is dropping 100 kills by himself in a tank, or some other similar vehicle, but that kind of happens in Battlefield 4 all the time. And I've never really liked that. It didn't ruin the game for me, but I just hated being in matches where people would constantly just wait for vehicles over and over and over just to get that super high KD. I've always been more of an infantry player. And right now I am in this car. The tank got blown up. I jumped out right before it got blown up and jumped in this car. Another thing about the tank is that the driver can repair it, but he has to be stopped. So no more passenger repairs. The driver can repair from inside the tank. I think that's a pretty cool feature, especially because the tank has to be stopped for it to happen. And you can't have like 5 repair guys repairing you at the same time. Um, so, so that's great. I think the vehicles have been basically nerfed from Battlefield 4. I hope that DICE got the message from all of us infantry players that playing infantry in Conquest is basically impossible when you have a good team that knows how to control the vehicles. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what Battlefield 4 was kind of like, and I'm just very glad that this game doesn't seem to be like it. The beta map is Sinai Desert. I hope I'm saying that right. Sinai Desert, and it's very open. Lots of good sniper spots, and also lots of spots for close quarters combat, like on Objective Charlie. You have a lot of close quarters combat going on there. The reason I like this map for the beta is because it just gives you a sample of how the game's going to play out on every map. It's good to use a very open map to basically just see how the game's going to play out, because it gives you a way to play the way you want to play, and it caters to pretty much every type of player. Now, of course, when the game comes out, there will be more maps that are more open and more maps that are more closed. You know how it is. You're going to have maps that you love, you're going to have maps that you hate. But I think this map is overall a great choice for them to use on the beta. Now let's use the rest of this to talk about the sniping and the differences I've noticed, and just general information. So my favorite sniper rifle is the SMLE. I really like it, and it seems to come with this little scope. I think it's about equivalent to maybe a 5 or 6 times zoom. Not 100% sure. But what I love about the scopes on the sniper rifles, regardless of how much they scope in, on the beta, every scope has these very, very thin crosshairs. That is awesome. It helps you be more accurate, especially you doing long range sniping. I hate it when the crosshairs are too wide and it takes away from being able to see your target. I like those super thin, only 1 pixel wide crosshairs. That is just the way I like to snipe, and I really appreciate that in this game. Some other things I noticed about the sniping is that it seems quicker to reload when you spend all your bullets, and this was not true in previous battlefields. So if you shoot all the way down to 0 bullets, you might get a faster reload depending on the gun you're using. I kind of like to reload on the fly whenever I get a chance, so you probably won't catch me doing that too much because I always like to have a lot of bullets in, and that's about it. Now, the sniper rifles seem to work a little differently. What I've noticed is that when you close range snipe, you might not get as much damage if you miss the headshot as you will from a far away snipe. The bullets seem to do more damage the more velocity they pick up in the air, I guess. A couple times I shot people close range in the chest and only got like 14 damage, which was crazy, and I'm not sure if I like that. But I think what they're trying to do is make it so that not everybody wants to run around in quickscope, because that can potentially ruin a game when you have a whole bunch of people. I was about to say little kids. I'll just say people. When you have a whole bunch of people just running around trying to quickscope people to get feeds for their YouTube channel or what have you. I hate that. I'd rather play with serious players. I'm not saying I'd rather play with beasts all the time, but I'd rather play with people that want to play the game and aren't just interested in getting clips, you know. And all these clips I got were from playing the game seriously. That's just the type of player I am. I like to play the objective. I just like to do it with a sniper rifle. I like all kinds of sniping, close range, long range, mid range, but you will find me more in the close to mid range scenario. Like what's happening here is perfect for me. This is good medium range and a little bit of close range too when the enemies run up on me. Overall, I've had a great experience with the beta. I can't remember the last time I played for like 14 hours all day long. Such a nerd. But I eventually had to stop after I just got like too tired to play anymore. Not physically tired. I just like, you ever play a game so long that you really just, no matter how much you try, you just cannot focus anymore and you just get owned. It's like I just couldn't think anymore. I couldn't strategize anymore. I had just played it for too long. So I went to bed and I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow morning I'm going to make that video and make sure you check out that 7 hour stream. Not that I expect you to watch 7 hours of it, but if you just want to see some raw sniping gameplay and my first attempts at sniping in this game, it is very nice to check out. This gameplay here was from after the live stream. It was a really nice gameplay I got, and I mixed a couple other clips into it too from some good sniper feeds and the little tank spree I had there. So, yeah, guys, let me know what your thoughts on the beta are too, because, like I said, I have been loving it, and it has basically lived up to everything I thought it would be. I know it's just a beta so far, and things could change as time progresses and the real release date comes in, so maybe we'll see something totally different when the real game comes out. Let's just hope we don't have a nightmare like when Battlefield 4 first came out. Battlefield 4 is a great game, and I didn't personally play it when it came out, but every single person I talked to said that when Battlefield 4 was initially released, it was so full of bugs and glitches that it was basically unplayable. The beta I noticed did have some serious bugs in it. There was one bug where the game wouldn't start on time for all the players. The players that started early would most likely get booted out or have to do a 2 to 3 minute wait after their first death or after pushing the start button because the game would revert to the last round being finished. Hopefully that's just a bug in the beta and won't carry over to the full version. Another bug I've heard about is that if you stay in the same server too long, your progress doesn't get saved, which I'm not sure what that means. Does it mean you don't rank up? Does it mean your progress doesn't get saved to your stats? I don't know. But I feel like I ranked up a lot. I believe I got to level 34 yesterday. Yeah, level 34. What the fuck? I played it so much. But regardless of the bugs, and oh, I did have some trouble getting into some games with my friends and getting squatted up with everyone. It seems the system's a little different from that. Not in game, but out of game. So I'm still not sure exactly how the party slash squad system works from the main menu. I didn't really even see an option with that from the beta, but at the same time, I didn't spend too much time trying to figure out. I basically just joined a game and sent an invite to all my friends. And after doing that and restarting the game a couple times, people seem to be able to get in. And that's always seemed to be an issue with Battlefield. A lot of times when people can't join on you or can't accept your invites, just simply restarting the game if you're on a console, going to your Xbox or PlayStation menu and quitting out of the application and getting back in will fix that problem. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this gave you a lot of info. I've been waiting so long to play Battlefield 1. I'm glad I finally got to. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the brand new outro I added in celebration of the new Battlefield 1. See you guys next time. Later.